Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I think I'm in my own light here, I don't know, but I did a video earlier and I think it might be a bit dark because it is really overcast here today and you can hardly see it all. So I wanted to show you how I made these bows. People put different things up all the time. I don't know whether I've picked it up from people's different bits and pieces and just put it together. I just sat out there yesterday or in here and I just made things. So you'll need a needle and cotton. You can do it without, you can't really do it without it, so we'll just get a needle and cotton. That's okay, it's not that hard really. And you'll need some ribbon. Now this is a bit thicker than what I've done that with. I was going to use that one and it should work the same. I think I might do this because I'd really like a moss mauve one. This is actually organza ribbon, this one, and it has a little silver trim thing through that. It's on the edge. That looks really cool, doesn't it? You have to excuse my fingernails. My poor old hands are starting to look a bit old and... Hang on, that's sticky a bit, I think. Look at that. I'm going to cut that off there. I might just use that on something else, though. Excuse me, stick something over the top of it. Oh, dear. Okay, so now you want to work out from the width of your... the width that you would like your bow to be when it's finished. Okay, so you get that there and you will fold that in half, tiny bit over halfway to what you want it to be. And it's now stuck to my scissors. I'll get that off and just cut that off, and you need to have two of those pieces like that, and then the one for the length down the bottom here. And maybe, you know, just, you can eyeball it, but I think I've done them all the same, okay? I think I've made them all about the same. And they are, I think the back one could be longer, 7 inches or 18 centimetres, okay? Now, I got a pencil yesterday, and I just put a mark, because I thought, well, you're not going to be able to see this, I don't think. So fold it in half and put a little mark in there, which you can just see that bit. And you want to fold that over on just past the mark, and that one just past the mark. Now you can either do that or a pin, it's up to you. I thought I made the mark quite easy, and I need a knot in the end of my cotton, and I'll do that there, and then we just gather by just putting reasonably small stitches. You don't want big lightning stitches, you know. Well, my mum used to call if she ever thought they were too big, she'd call them lightning stitches. They went straight through there. The knot wasn't big enough, obviously. We'll do that again. I'm making a bigger knot this time, less of a hole. Okay, so we bring it into the centre like that. You can't glue it because you've got to gather it. Excuse me. Now I've got a big father knot, but you're not going to see that, okay? So we won't panic about that, alright? Nobody panic. So you just want to put that through there and just pull that up a bit and then wrap it round, okay? And you've got hold of that bit and hopefully it's in the centre. Okay, now you don't have to break your thread off. I might have to have a good drink of water. This is not good. Every time I start these, I start to cough, and my jug whistles when I pour out my drink. Sorry about that. Now, we want to put, I think I might have had to cut these that one is a bit longer, so I'll halve this, because this is the same one. That other piece was what I did for the little tail, okay? So I'll just put a mark in there. You can use whatever you want to put a mark in there. You don't have to use a black pencil. I think this has got a right side and a wrong side, or maybe it hasn't, so that's another thing too you want to look at when you're doing your ribbon, especially this one. Oh no, that's the same on both sides. There's one I was doing yesterday, it's got a satiny side on one side and the other side's different. Anyway, you just pick the side that you want out yourself anyway. So now you just put that halfway along there, get your needle and thread, and do another little row of running stitches halfway down there like that, okay, and pull that up too alongside of it. Make this look really easy, Sonia, why don't you? Maybe really that's what you're doing anyway, and then wrap it around both of them at the same time like that, okay. So let's wrap around there. Now sometimes this has happened to me now, I've got one a little bit wider than the other. That doesn't matter, I don't think. I think we just, you know, roll it around a few times. Don't have it too, you need it to be like flat, you don't want it to be too bulky, so try and get it like, when I mean flat I mean next to one another, so they go, they aim that way sort of thing, but they're not on top of one another. End that off there, cut off all the frilly bits. I've got a little bit of frilly bits from me ribbon. Okay, so that's that bit. That's pretty easy, isn't it, that bit? And then you'll actually need another piece. I told you lies, didn't I? It's going to go around here. Okay, so I'm just going to fold this in half first. I'll get the glue pot out. I'll keep throwing the scissors on the table, and I'm going to fold that over so that the seam, the edges are under the bottom there, so you can't see them, and all you can see then is that bit. Okay, now maybe that's not quite wide enough, so I might just fold that in half. You want it to be wide enough so that when it's done, I'll put this upside down to show you here, so when it's folded over, that it looks nice and, you know, even and that sort of thing. You want to make sure that it's, I think that's going to be right. So I might just turn this bit in here and this tiny bit in that side. I'm going to have to use the glue because this is not going to, like the thicker ribbon will sort of go for you a little bit better, you know, when you're trying to put it somewhere. This is not going to be easy to stick because it's organza and it's going to, glue can go straight through it onto itself. But it might work for me. Come on, I'm wiping all the glue off, Sonia. So just sit that down there like that to make this. If you want to, you can get a thinner piece of ribbon and put around the centre like this. You could do that if you wanted to. I want to do this one because I don't think I've got the right width that I want this to be, because I need it to be about that wide, just for the sake of, for the look of it, you know. It needs to be just that little bit wider than what that is. So we're going to glue these on here with my trusty glue pot that works when it wants to, but it's not bad because it nearly falls out. It's good when you've got a really full glue pot. Cut that off. You need that bit. Stick this bit here on. Do this with your hot glue gun. It doesn't matter. If you want to, you know, that's up to you how you put it together. There's I just don't use mine very much because I like to be able to move my stuff around that sticks too quick for me and burns me too much as well. Now I've got glue everywhere, which does happen, I guess, when you're doing these things. Righto, Sonia, I'm just going to set it down here and hold it down. It's something besides my sticky fingers because it's going to keep getting stuck to everything. That's right, use that. Ah dear, never mind, it's all good, I'll clean it. Oh dear, I'm having the glue time today. What is wrong with this? Maybe it takes too long. Maybe it'd be better off to use the glue gun and then you wouldn't have all this fiddling around like I have. But I'm going to wipe my hands a bit. Oh goodness, I had to have a drink of water and a bath and everything while I've been doing this. Now, dry please. There we go. And you can just sort of adjust it to where you want it to be. Now, when I did this part here, because my my ribbon was different on the other side, I'll show you what I mean. I have one here somewhere in this box. It's shiny on one side and dull on the other. See that? I wanted both the shiny sides up. So I had to actually do that sort of thing so I could have the two top sides together. See? what I did. Went over like that and over like that, and then I stuck that on there. So that's what I'm going to do now anyway too, because, okay, so you just want to put that, go halfway, turn that over, put a bit of glue on it, and like I said, because it's organza, the glue's coming through, but I seem to have made a better job with the others. It was a bit easier. Now we want to put that up there on an angle like that, and put another piece on. This is how you do it, so you get your tops, the right sides to the top, both the right sides to the top of your bow on top, so it doesn't. Okay, now that's a bit too high. I'm going to put that, turn this over again. I'm going to turn it in forward though, because what I'm doing is using this back part to disguise the back on there as well, so it should look alright like that, eh? There we go. Now I'm going to stick this onto here. More glue. Maybe I should have made one of these using a glue gun. It would have been a lot quicker, but I didn't do that because this is how I made mine. Okay, so that's your bow. Maybe I've got them things just sticking out a tiny bit too far. When I say things, tails, maybe my tail's a little bit too out that, you know, we need them closed over a bit further. So we'll cross them back over a bit closer together. It's not easy to do this upside down too while I'm trying to show you how. I might put that up a little bit higher. There we go. Now, I just cut mine down on an angle. Some people do theirs with the pointy bits. You can do that with the pointy bits if you want to. Like that. Just fold it in half. Start from the top, or the centre I should say, and come out like that. And you've got that sort of thing. And then all you need to do is find something that will be suitable to go on the top of that. Oh dear, that's nice. I almost threw that everywhere. I did have a little button here somewhere of some sort that I was putting on it. I used these other things that Irene gave me for that one. Oh dear, I've got something to put on there. I think that's too big and gaudy, that is. That's just shocking, that. Or you can make your own. I made, like we made some up before, didn't we? And we're doing some bits and pieces. You can put flour on it. Flour works. I might have another one of those somewhere, I hope. Another one of them round things. Got flat back pearls here, but I've got this diamondy thing. I don't know if it's too... Oh, that might look okay. If you put a bit of something around the edge. I don't know, because it's got the gold on, silver on, hasn't it? Well, that might work. But anyway, whatever. I'll find something that I'm quite happy with, because I don't know yet about that one. But you can put on there whatever you like, and that's how you make your bow. Okay, actually I didn't put this part in here, and I should have done, but I don't think I wanted to because it was silver. Now that part is you just want to stick it on before you put that bit there on. Okay, if you want to put extra bit of gold or silver or trim down in there, just set it up on top of it, even glue it at the top, and then stick it onto your bow. And I think that turned out pretty good. So anyway, so thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy making your bows. Okay, bye bye.